Back to another video. Today we're going to be doing some Easter bun. You know it's Easter coming around, so you always have to have your homemade Easter bun. So guys, please remember to like, comment, subscribe and share. So let's get right into the video. My station is already prepped and ready to go. So I have 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. I also have some nutmeg and some cinnamon powder. And in the flour I have 1 teaspoon of salt, my baking soda and baking powder. Over there I have some eggs. I have 3 eggs. I have 2 cups of sugar. There I have my raisin with some red wine, molasses, browning. I'm using some honey and I already measure out my browning. So I'm using 2 tablespoons of browning and 1/2 cup of honey, and I'm using Jagan instead of Malta or Guinness or whatever you guys use. And I have my vanilla. I have some strawberry and some lemon zest to use in the egg. So at first I am gonna go ahead and do my wet ingredients first. So I have my pot ready and I have my stove on the lowest heat as possible, because you don't want to add the egg in there and then the eggs start to cook and everything. So you just want to melt the sugar. So that's what the pot is there for. So I'm adding the Jagan first, and I also have some butter. I have what, 1.5 cups of butter melted, because I do enough melted butter for the bun and also to glaze it, so I do as much. So I'm adding all the wet ingredients. I'm also adding the honey, the browning. Yes, that's the butter right there. So I'm gonna be adding some to it, and the rest is to glaze my bun when it's ready. See all this niceness going on right there, tell you. Now I'm adding my browning. For all the measurements for this spice bun will be in the description below. So I'm adding my browning. And I'm going to be adding my honey. Oh, love some honey. Nice. This is going to be so nice. It's going to be a delicious bun. Make with a lot of love. So now that we had honey, I'm going to go ahead and add a tablespoon of molasses. So I am using they call it the fancy molasses, something like that. So I'm using now. I'm gonna stir to make sure, and then I will be adding some vanilla. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of vanilla also. That's 1 and 2. So now I will be adding my eggs. So I just go ahead and add all my wet ingredients, combine everything together. So I'm adding my egg. Guys, you can also use jam. You can use strawberry jam, any kind of jam you want to use. I did not use any. And I also add a little bit of rose water to my bun also. You don't have to put it in there, but I like it, so I add a little bit in there. Not too much, just a little bit to give it that extra buzz extra niceness, extra spice. So now that my sugar is dissolved, I turn off my stove and I remove it. So now I am going to be sipping my flour. So with the 2 cups of flour, I add all the dry ingredients. I add the nutmeg, so I am using 2 tablespoons of cinnamon powder. I am using 2 teaspoons of cinnamon powder, 2 teaspoons of nutmeg, and I also using a teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of baking soda. So I'm gonna be sifting this so I can start to make the preparation for the bun. So now everything is well blended in, all the spices, the nutmeg, the cinnamon powder, the baking soda, and the salt. I will be adding some raisin to this also. So I'm just putting away all my stuff and wash my hands. So now I'm prepping the wet ingredients in that container right there, this bowl. So this bowl is going to be my mixing bowl. So I'm going to be chopping some strawberry, some cherry to put into the wet ingredients, or dry. You can put it in any one you feel pleased to do so with, because they're all going to mix together. So yes guys, this is my wet ingredients with all different spices and niceness inside of it. I use some rose water, some vanilla. So I will be adding my dry ingredients to the wet ingredients and make sure to mix. I am not using a mixer, I am just using my safe straight chew. So I'm using my hands today. I don't have one of those fancy stuff, so I will be doing the hard work with my hands. So guys, I changed the bowl because I realized it was too small for the amount of mixture that I have. So I'm using a deeper bowl. So now everything, so I'm cut and folding, make sure that you get all the flour out no lumps in the cake, in the mixture for the spice bun. And guys, I'm telling you, this smells so nice. So this is the last bit of flour I am adding to my mixture to make sure that I have everything is well nice and rich and ready to bake. So I already have my container greased and ready. So now I will be pouring out my mixture. It's not too thick and it's not watery, so it's in the right texture and everything is right about this mixture. So I feel pleased and I am satisfied with the outcome. It was hard though to use your hands to do the mixture, but I am okay with it. You know, when you're doing something that you love, there's no hard, you know, you don't feel no type of way. So I will be getting like 2 or so out of this mixture that I just done. So I have to get some anti-oil to wipe off the edges of my baking tin, and then so I will be adding some cherry to the top. So guys, I will be adding the bun to the oven now. So here's our finishing product. Thank you for making it Pal's Island Kitchen today. Live good, love God. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And I will see you next time.